What's up, everyone? Good evening. Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. This is your boy M3, and we got Mr. Best in the world in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. Before we start off right with the topic, I gotta give my warm salutes to Kay Mary. Thank you. She's tuning into the building.
Salute.
Shouts to Setting the Record Straight Network featuring Daryl Long. Tune into his channel, everybody.
Daryl Long, what up, boy? What's good?
We also have another content creator that goes by Joe to Go. So salutes to you, Joe to Go.
Mr. Joe to Go, brother Joe to Go. What's good, man?
He's also another content creator, so definitely check out his work, man. Like, good stuff, and I definitely love
the gosh.
background.
Boy.
And then we have the royal the royal Miss E, right? The woman who can do no wrong. The sweet.
Hey, we can't get the boo. We can't get the boo. We can't get that.
Yo, come on, Miss No. I can't boo Lady E, right? She's a proud supporter, right? That's why I had to get ready for my blue cap on in case she was in the building, right? Anyways, so shout outs to Mr. Best for another topic, man. So the topic, and I'm going to put up real quick, okay? I have like a little fluffer here, but okay, here we go. Where is it? Oh, I forgot to put the topic on there. So the topic is, right, knowing when yes means yes and no means no, okay? Definitely a topic that Mr. Best came up with, as always. So got to give credit what credit is due, man. He's becoming the topic creator.
Man, thank you, man. Man, if you could pin the link to the chat, man, so people can get engaged, because I definitely want to hear the perspective, man, for real.
Yeah, I'm working at it right now. Just actually, Mr. Best, do you mind if you play like the instrumental for me while I get that set up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm gonna throw a little hole up for them. Hold on. Man, hold on. My computer's telling me to hold on. Okay, there you go.
Hold on. Hey, man, this is what I go through, man. Trying to browse through all this stuff, man, on the computer. I'm like overloaded.
All right, I got it. Let's get it.
Hold on. Now I'm doing a hold on. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
How's that sound right now? Is it too loud, Mr. Best?
Yeah, you want to turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I put it down to like 10.
Let me see. Is that 10 or?
Yeah. Is it quiet or is it too loud still?
Turn it down to about 8, and I think you'll be good.
Okay. I'll turn it down a notch. All right, got it set to 8.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Salute to Miss Nebraska. What's good, Husker?
Man, I gotta have a theme for Miss Nebraska, but I don't know what Nebraskians really sound like, Maybe I
Oh
might.
no, no. She sound like trouble. That's what she sound like. She's a
Oh.
troublemaker.
All right, so we'll give her the down, right? You know, from Miss Nebraska.
Perfect. That's perfect for her. Perfect.
She says, "What we talking about? You know, laugh my whatever out. You know what I mean? Okay." And with the LLs, yes. Now we got a good thing from Miss Nebraska when she comes up. But yeah, you know, the topic is knowing when yes means yes and no means no. Okay. Now, you know, this is like, you know, actually, let me let Mr. Best rock with it, right? Because, you know, he did came up with a topic. So I want to hear what you have to say, Mr. Best. But before that,
let me bring up our esteemed guest, man. As my man B-Eazy likes to say. I really love this brother's perspective, man. Joe DeGo, I really respect you, man. I really love your perspective on life, man. Like, for real. Let me bring up another great content creator, man, Mr. Joe DeGo. Man, thank you for coming up, brother. And make sure y'all please like and subscribe to Joe DeGo's channel, okay? He has some wonderful content for y'all, man. Please check him out.
Appreciate it.
All right. Joe DeGo, how you doing, my brother?
Good. It just seems my volume is really low, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh, you're talking about from hearing us. Hey, you know,
Yeah.
we've been having like tech issues, man, left and right. So you're not the only one. We can hear you clear on our end.
That's good. I'm glad.
Yeah. I just say, hey, I recommend anybody, look, get some headphones, plug it in wirelessly. Don't rely on the wireless headphones, you'll be good.
Well, the problem is with this device, because it's so new, there is no audio jack for headphones. It literally only runs on Bluetooth, and StreamYard doesn't seem to run Bluetooth at all. So,
are you using it on your phone?
Yeah.
Well, actually, StreamYard now does run through Bluetooth. At one point, it did not, but if you go to your audio settings, there is a Bluetooth option.
It is yet to have worked. We'll try it out. It says headset earpiece. We'll try it. We'll try that today.
Well, so then I guess we'll give the headsets like an epic fail on this one, but it's all good.
Let's see.
But yeah, Mr. Bress, can you elaborate, like, you know, the inspiration of the topic?
So knowing when yes means yes and no means no is basically, you know, and this is in honor of my dear friend, my dear sister. You know who you are. It's just knowing when somebody, you know, is telling you their boundaries, right? And respecting their boundaries. I think sometimes, you know, you may not know somebody's boundaries, but when somebody is telling you yes, or when somebody's telling you no, hear them and hear them completely, man. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, you know, you can wind up in situations you don't want to wind up in, man. And then only that, you can end relationships, all types of stuff, man. So you got to know when yes means yes and no means no. All right, you got to know that, and you got to, you know, as a great AMS says, the choosing signals. You got to know the choosing signals, man. You don't know the choosing signals, man. Man, you're gonna wind up in a hard, you know what I mean, 8-ball for real. But yeah, man, go ahead.
Okay, well, cool then. You know, thank you for like elaborating, Mr. Best, right? Because it wouldn't feel right for me just to start off right at the bat, right? Without like at least allow you to give your proper introduction to why, you know. So,
yes, sir.
I'm just gonna put like I'm gonna formulate this together, right? Because you know, I did like kind of come up with some topic points, but this is more based off of, right? You know, more like consent. You know, we could definitely dive into like, you know, other formats. But I think this format that I'm about to pull up in a few minutes, right, will definitely suit well for the conversation. Because look, sometimes, man, as people, we have to learn how to set boundaries. You know, boundaries is definitely huge. You know, especially like when dealing with people in America, right? I almost said America, but no, in America. So I do have some formulations that I'm about to go ahead and pull up right now. And when I pull up, Joe, right, I'm gonna ask you the question, and feel free to pretty much interact with us if you don't mind.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get this started, right? But before then, make sure everybody get the likes up. You know what I mean? Get the likes up. Tell everybody to subscribe. and keep sharing the video. Okay. So here we go. Now, Joe, right? In your opinion, right? Okay, like I said, the topic is knowing when yes means yes and no means no. So, like in relationships, it says, what is the importance of understanding consent? Oh, actually, I'm putting the answer out there. I don't want y'all to, you know.
Well, I think that this is a pretty straightforward thing, is to respect people's boundaries. If you respect other people's boundaries, they'll respect yours naturally. And a part of getting far in life and developing relationships in life is having a good reputation. Like, even if you are going to date someone, usually that person will kind of vet you to kind of get an idea of who this guy is friends with, what his family is like. Typically women like to ask those questions. Do they feel safe going alone with you? And if you make people uncomfortable, if you do not conduct yourself like a proper man or an ethical person in general, then you're going to carry that reputation wherever you go, and people are they're going to be less comfortable to hang around you. And I think part of getting far in life, a part of being successful, a part of being whole as a person is being with others. So it's a big, big part of life.
Okay, I like that. I like that. What about you, Mr. Best?
I mean, like if you don't have the proper consent, then yeah, if you don't have the proper consent, man, then yeah, it can go downhill very quickly. You can jump love really quickly, and you're like, damn, I thought everything was cool, and it's like, no, it ain't cool. That person said no, and once they say no, you gotta let it go. You know what I mean? I'm about to say Joe to go, but I don't want to keep rhyming, so let me stop. Let me stop myself.
Let me go ahead. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put this. Let me put us up on the screen, right? So here's the thing, right? And this ties into yes and no, right? Because see, the importance of understanding consent, right, is understanding consent that is crucial for maintaining respectful relationships and promoting clear communication. Okay? Consent, yes means yes, no means no. It all starts by your communication. Okay? If you don't communicate and you assume, it's going to lead you into a lot of trouble. Okay? I know these other two are simple terms. Like, what does yes mean in terms of consent? That means that person is giving you a clear agreement to participate in specific activity or behavior. Let me pause real quick. Salutes to Sir Hell Speaks. Thank you for tuning in.
Sir Hell, salute.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, my brother. I forgot to pin the link to the top. I'm about to pin this link right now because this is an activity that I want other people to come up to participate. So if anybody's open to participate, you guys are more than welcome to it. Even if you want to cap like Miss, Cornhusker, go ahead and come up because we definitely value your opinions. I'll just post this link up here again so anybody could feel free to join. Okay? So again, you got to make sure that you're making clear communications. Don't just mumble. Don't just assume that this person has gave you her or his full consent. Okay? Make sure you have a clear understanding that you know that person is okay with you doing what you're doing or advancing to the next level. So an example, let's say for instance, if you want to go to someone's house and have dinner, okay, but that person has not really gave you the consent to show up to our house unexpectedly, okay, clear communications. Sometimes we ramble, we talk about, talk off our gums, but we don't make it clear that, look, this is how I feel when boundaries are crossed. Okay, and it makes people feel disrespected. But the person is not going to know unless you make it very clear for her or him. And E says, leave Miss Nebraska alone. Look. Okay, little E. Okay. If you want
to, mind your business.
No. If you want to come up, right, come up there with the same energy up on the panel. Okay.
Yeah, she mind business. Don't be telling us what to do. We do what we want. You know what I mean? Exactly. No, don't be trying to do the tag team stuff. All right, I'll split it up. All right? I will split it up.
And there ain't no sister code. Look, I will break and decode the sister code. Okay, so let's remain peaceful and not choose violence for the week or the month.
I'm low key scared. Have no clue what's going on, but it doesn't look good.
Oh no, you ain't gotta be scared of her.
I'm not. I'm just joking.
I don't be scared. I'm this small.
He just wanted to smoke too. That's all. She was just missing it.
I asked him for smoke. It sounds like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let me go ahead and I want to get to the next question, right? All right. So how can you ask for consent in a situation? That's like a vague question a little bit, but it depends on your situation. So it's actually, how can you properly ask consent in a situation? Do you need me to give any examples, anyone?
I'm just confused as to what scenario like you're referring to as far as asking consent for.
So asking consent is basically you're just asking the okay. So kind of like how I described, right, between male and female relationships. It could be anything, or it could be something that you may want to ask your boss about, but you got to get his or her permission to do certain things and activities.
So something you need to get approval for.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because a lot of us struggles with assuming things, and then we get into our feelings, and then we want to lash it out. But if we actually ask for proper consent, like let's say going on a date,
right?
Like I want to like do something else after the date, okay? But a lot of us assume that if I go for the kiss, you know what I mean? She may turn me down as if I'm going for the jugular, and then it would just be all bad. But we're getting ourselves into our head, as opposed to, you know what? Let me just go ahead and talk to this lady and ask, hey, how do you do well when someone kissed you on the first night? Or may I just be straightforward and just say, look, I like you. I want to pursue this relationship. I want to kiss you on your soft, smooth lips right now. It's those questions. You want to just get straight to the point.
Yeah, I'll chime in after he's done. Go ahead.
Y'all are wild. Continue.
So hopefully that was clear enough, right? And you could name your own personal scenario. Have you ever asked anyone for consent in your own particular situation? Whatever situation you was in. And I think I'm lagging too.
No, you good.
Okay.
Well, I have some thoughts, but it sounded like Mr. Best had some.
Oh no, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Sure, you can definitely take this.
Oh, I'm like a heating pan, man. I can get hot at any moment. So go ahead, brother. I'm always saying.
Okay. I got this. So something that's on my mind is usually more or less what I tend to think of more is if you like make a mistake and then someone sets a boundary. How you respond to that boundary is very, very important, because you can get upset and bitter about it, or you can say, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And I think that the people who say, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, that shows a lot of maturity, because people are susceptible to making mistakes or reading the room wrong and going for it and then realizing that they tripped and fell. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But there is a problem if you persist at something, even though when you've gotten a no. So, that can apply to a lot of things with relationships, even outside of dating. But, that does often apply to male to female relationships, I think. But overall, as far as like asking for consent and different things, it makes me think of like the kid that always showed up to the other kid's birthday party and that didn't get the invitation. It's like, oh, this guy just showed up. I mean, it happens, but you know, it's like you don't need, a lot of people who are secure do not need to insert themselves in everything, or really necessarily, they aren't necessarily constantly looking for others' approval. So, you know, if you're comfortable with yourself, if you're whole, naturally you will have no problems with you'll have problems getting rejected, but you'll have less of an issue with it. So, you know, if you ask to say, hey, you know, I want to hang out and let's get pizza sometime, and you know your friend says no, sorry, and you don't know, like, man, this dude has been ducking me for like the longest time, I'm getting real frustrated. You know, a lot of the times it's like, oh, you have no control over these things, so why sweat it? Just take it as it is and just move on. You know, I think that's what adults have to learn to do, is just move on. A lot of the time, don't get hung up over things. Don't get hung up over petty things, especially. You know, in the internet world, we see a lot of people who get hung up on something somebody said and make content and, you know, complain, gripe back and forth in the YouTube space. But, you know, I've learned a lot of maturity is just to take criticism, or just say that doesn't really reflect who I am, and move on. They got it wrong, is what it is. It sucks, but there isn't that much you can do.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you, Joe, to go. And Mr. Best.
Man, salute to the man Hink, you know what I mean? Big Daddy Hink, also Hink in the basement. You know what I mean? What's good, man? All right, listen. All right, look. All right, cool. If you let's say, okay, I'm gonna take different forms of consent. So of course there's a consent between the teacher. Where you have to ask, you know, consent from the parent for the child to go on a trip, right? We know that. Consent to your upper management, or to your boss or to your supervisor, so you can get certain tasks and responsibilities done. We know that as well. Consent with your landlord, if there's a property or things of that nature that you are renting from, you know, you need consent from that as well. And then there's romantic consent. So let's just get to that, right? So with romantic consent, you have to be clear and direct what your boundaries are, what your expectations are, and what you plan to do. So if you're with a female, or women, if you're with a man or whatever, you have to let it be known, clear and concise, what you plan to do, right? What the plan is, you know, what you're thinking about. So if you get with somebody, like let's say you're a guy, you get with somebody, right? Because most time the guys don't want to come up with the plan, right? We know this already. You come up with the plan. If you know that you want to chill with her after the date, you know what I mean? You want to have some intimate time or whatever, some romantic time. You say, listen, hey, look, don't make no plans for the evening. We're going to go out, we're going to eat, but after that, don't make no more plans. You're going to be chilling with me. She is going to say yes or no. After that, you have to make a decision whether you're going to go on a date or not. That's it. It's very plain and simple, and that's it. Because if she says yes, she knows what it's going. She knows what's going to happen. She knows what it's hitting for. You don't have to say anything else, brother. Just prepare yourself. Get you some protection, okay? You know what I mean? Get the right protection, and make sure you book, you know what I mean, either something at your residence or somewhere else. And that's all you got to do. It's very simple, people. This is not hard. Don't listen to none of that shit that M3 was saying. All right? Do not say none of that creepy shit, all right? Do not say that.
Damn,
right? Because
roasted. This man is cooking.
Will get you in trouble.
Look. You gotta have this. Well, first you gotta have the swag, okay? When you have the swag, you can get away with anything. Okay.
Oh, salute to Phoenix.
Look, I'm gonna make a book soon, right? And then you'll understand. And Mr. Best too. But salute to Lady Phoenix.
Hell no, I ain't buying that book.
I'm gonna buy that book, man. Look, it's gonna be $9.99. All right, plus tax.
I don't need that book. I'm good.
It's gonna be a valuable book, man. I'm telling you, that book.
Listen, my methods work pretty. Right. My methods work damn good. Okay, I have no problem. Von Eric, salute. Now, if you're a woman. And let's say for some odd reason, you're making a plan, right? As a lady, you're making a plan. You let that gentleman know what you want, okay? You let him what you want, what you need, and then you go from there. And either he agrees to these terms or he doesn't, right? If he doesn't agree to all your terms, you have to figure out whether you still want to partake in this date or not. It's really simple, but you know, people make it more complicated than what it is. It is what it is, man. We always do that because in relationships, what do we have? We have feelings, right? And our feelings make something supersedes our intellect, right? At times, not all the time, but at times.
And that's why. What's that, Joe?
I said solid advice. You can go. That was all. That was just a comment.
Yeah, because that's why like it's important to try to keep your feelings intact because once you get into your feelings, there's no coming back from that until like the emotional high wears down and you're back on the face of planet Earth. But here's another question, right? Which is interesting the way how it's worded, but it says, "Can consent be revoked at any time?" And basically, can the person who gave you the consent could also backtrack and say, like, well, you know what? At the time I said yes, you did it, and I did not like the outcome. So now I'm taking back the consent that I allowed you to do. And that's why it says yes, that it could be revoked anytime, even if previously given. Which it could be kind of tricky, right? Because this is why, like, you know, you gotta have contracts in writing because, you know, people could give you a emotional consent, but logically, when the action's being taken place and you don't like the way how you feeling about that situation, now you want to clap back. Some may want to sue, or just flat out lie and get a brother trapped in the situation. So this is why it's important, right? That whenever you're giving consent to anyone, hey, if it's on the business terms,
Right,
hey,
very
gotta have it in
different.
writing. Yeah, if you're Drake, you definitely gotta get it in writing. Salute's Big Rig Slaps. What up, bro?
Salute, Big Rick Slap, big brother. All you gotta get in the hot sauce. If you Drake, you gotta get in the hot sauce. You know what I mean? You like to use the hot sauce.
The infamous hot sauce, you know. But,
Y'all are wild sometimes. That's crazy.
yeah, see, who says that education can't be fun? You know what I mean? See, a lot of times, like, I know it's usually hard to like have certain times when it does not involve into peer-to-peer drama. The usual button heads between men versus female. Well, sorry, not female, but men versus women. My bad, ladies. Right? Don't come after me for calling y'all females. You know what I mean? We'll just say male versus females there. But the thing is, all you have to do is pretty much be creative and like your questionnaires, and we could get the ball rolling. Lady Female says, but on the flip side, when ladies ask guys out, they require a yes. No is not an option. Oh, hold on. Let me see. She says no. It's not an option, or it's drama. I've seen it. Well, Lady Phoenix, you know, typically, right? You know, as they all say, they say that, you know, women are not used to being rejected by men because men tend to settle for whatever they could get. So whenever a man is telling a woman no, that man better duck and cover and maybe hide out for a couple of days. Because that woman is definitely going to take him to the cleaners on social media.
Damn.
I was going to say find out where he stays, but actually it's not the names no more.
It depends on the man, though. It depends on the man because some men they have this spoil with women, right? They can have any woman they want if they're that type of guy, right? We've seen the guy who's athletic or he got all the muscles and all the girls. I mean, every girl want him, right? Every girl, you know, you've been to school, all the girls like this guy. His name, it could be Football Jerome. Everybody loves Football Jerome, right? He could barely read, but all the girls love him, right? And we've seen that, right? We've seen that growing up, right? We have. Now we also seen it with the ladies, right? It'd be a lady that all the dudes want, right? Everybody want Sizzle and Susan. You know what I mean? We all want it. So we've seen that like in our lives or at the job or in college or wherever. You know what I'm saying? So some people have a big social circle because of what they look like or who they are, their status, and some people don't. Some people have to take what they can get, and some people can take whatever's around them. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what, you also still have to have consent, right? You can't believe just because you are a certain person of a certain stature or you are a certain person of a certain esteem that you can do whatever you want, because you can't. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you can take advantage of people. It doesn't mean you can treat people harshly or poorly. Okay, you still got to treat people with respect. And, you know, and that's really, really what it is. Yes, Sizzle and Susan. You know what I mean? Look, I told you, I have a girl for every day of the week, all right? That's my Ric Flair motto. You know what I mean? It's Michelle Monday, Tina Tuesday, Wendy Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? You know, Trisha Thursday, you know what I mean? Frederica Friday, you know what I mean? Susan Sunday, you know what I mean? And Sarah Saturday, baby. You know what I mean? Holla at me.
You know, I had to hype that shit up. Big Rig slaps. It's in the building. What up, Big Rigs?
What's going down, man?
Nothing much, man. You know, what's your point of view of the topic? You know what I mean? Because, you know, no means no and yes means yes, right? But that's always the case.
Yeah, that's always the case, man. We gonna stick with that, man. That's always the case. If it's no, it's no, man. If it's yes, it's yes. What kind of examples is there in this, you know what I'm saying, scenario there, sir?
All right. Well, let me pull out this example, right? I got something for you. Because, let me see. What are some nonverbal cues that indicate a lack of consent? They say, like, nonverbal cues may include pulling away, like the infamous pullback, right? Avoiding eye contact, or showing signs of discomfort or fear.
Yeah, that's always no. Anything past that, you go in creep status, man.
I get it. But why is it that some of these guys, they don't get it? You know, the woman got her arms
because they're creeps.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
Simple as that, bro.
Salutes to stand the man, right? You know, man.
I gotta do something for Big Rig one time. I gotta do something Big Rig one time. Hold on.
If it's up, then it's stuck, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The homie Riggs, man. But you know what? Here's the thing, right? Now, you know, there's a couple of wackos, right, that will say like no means yes and yes means no. Like it's like they'll confuse you as if the non-consent is consensual, but then the consent is non-consensual. If that makes sense. And if it does make sense, then it really should make sense. And I guess it's probably like one of those type of people. You know, I think Lady E, she's probably one of them that will be like, yes means no and no means yes. You know, she sounds like that type, you know. But, you know, I digress.
Hey, don't worry about who Sizzle and Susan is, all right? Don't worry about that. That's none of your business, girl. None of your business. Mind your business.
But I've been in situations, right, where women would typically get pissed off, okay, just by having the audacity to ask for consent. And then they'll try to give you the shaming tactic as if you're not man enough to make a bold approach. But some people don't understand that, you know, it's, you know, not consensual, it's subjective. It depends on like how she view you as. If she views as, I guess, let me break it down in manosphere terms, right? For you people to try to understand. If you're alpha, right? You're this big old alpha man. Of course, she will want you to break all the consensual rules, okay? But if you're beta, then she want to make sure that you better ask her politely, please, thank you, ma'am.
Don't do that. Don't do that in 3. Don't do that. you're gonna get somebody catching the case because they're gonna think they beta and they're gonna wind up with a charge. They're gonna think they alpha, they're gonna wind up with a charge.
Look,
You're spending the whole springtime and summertime in jail.
Look, I already put the disclaimer up there, right? Look, this is for entertainment purposes. But look, just to make a pause moment on this, right? Now, for because you know some of these people are not bright, right? I'm not telling you, right, to forcefully do something against a person's will. That goes for the same thing for you women too, because you know y'all some aggressors as well. Okay, I see each and every one of you guys, you know, and y'all look kind of aggressive. All right, so don't twist that advice and turn that around, flip and get a charge, right? Because empty is not going to save you. All right.
He damn sure not.
Joe over there on the comfy couch.
Yeah, chilling.
Nah, but
Anyways.
you know what though? On some real talk though, bro. Yeah. Like, you know, I got some cool women in my family, man, and they talk. You know what I'm saying? And they're big on space, bro. And I've always been big on space too. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing from what they talk, just being out there and how dudes be approaching and. They try to like grab their hand or something to get their attention, or when they talking to them, just be like real close or trying to like, touch their shoulder or what, you know what I mean? Just so there's a lot of touchy feely type of people, and the women do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had women, you know what I'm saying, that they probably been a little tipsy or whatnot, and thought it was okay to maybe try to put their hand on my face or something. You know what I'm saying? Or run their hand in my hair. You know what I mean? Like just some old funny shit, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta check it, but you be smooth about it. But there's people that they don't understand that concept, bro. Like they really will try to invade your space, and they think that you kind of pushing them away is like you don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to be cool, but they acting like you don't mean it. You know what I'm saying?
See that requires like a non-verbal ass whooping,
I mean, I'm saying
the types that like to touch and stroke your hair. Wait, hold on.
Salute the older Patrice. See, if a lady comes up and she touches your hair, she taps you on the shoulder or whatever, me, I'll just like if she's close, I'll give her one little side hugs, right? The little side church hug, and I say, hey, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You good? You know what I mean? Just to let her know, like, hey, look, I see you. It's cool, but yo, this is all that's gonna happen. Like, just relax. You know what I mean? Usually after that, they calm down, they walk away. You know what I mean? And they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that way they don't feel like, they can't say, oh, he did this or he said that. No. You show love. I gave you love back. You know what I mean? You good? Go about your day. You know what I mean? And that always, the church hug work. I'm telling you, that little side church hug, where it's like, yeah, I noticed you, but yo, don't get too close. Back up. You know what I mean?
You cock your head in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? The head,
That's a better way. Hey, Bess, you know what I would tell him though? I would tell him, get off him, girl. You know what I mean? And then call her back. Look, man. And now y'all don't touch me unless I give you my consent. Point blank, period. Otherwise, you're gonna hear that catchphrase. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind women hugging me, but sometimes, man, look, I'm gonna be honest though, man. Sometimes there be some guys too, man, that have that same type of energy, man. Like they're like the touchy feely bros. They're like, yo, man, what's up, bro? And they'll give it an extra hug.
They tell you a joke, they want to run all into you and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, oh, bro, Old Spice, man, give me some space. For real. Any thoughts? What about
if I can smell your cologne and all that type of shit, bro, you way too close, bro.
Man, if I sneeze around you, man, you gotta back up. You can't see, bro.
I mean, I don't really go through that with men. I don't go through that, man. Like I don't go with that. I have a certain type of stature, so I don't really get tried like that. I think dudes kind of already know what time it is. So
no, that's just when like I said, you got them certain type of people like, you be around them and they crack a joke or you crack a joke and they want to they want to tap on you and shit, you know, or push you a little bit, like, you know what I'm talking about, like,
I don't mind that. Just don't take it too far. Like, don't hit me in my face and that like that. But you give me a little nudge. Like, I ain't gonna trip, man. Like that ain't nothing but like homeboy love, man. Like I ain't no softy, so I ain't gonna trip over that. But like, if you touch my face or some shit like that, then yeah, or you know, like then we got a problem. Like, don't touch my face though, bro. Like that's the only thing I ask. Like, don't do that shit.
But Mr. Besto, right? The Bible did say, right? If someone literally pretty much, as I'm paraphrasing, touch you in your face, you have to turn the other cheek and let them touch the other cheek.
Come on, man.
No. Oh, I mean, I'll try to diffuse the situation, but I'll definitely let them be know, like, yo, just don't touch my face on me. Like, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? I'll diffuse it. So yeah.
Yeah, that's an automatic punch, man. Like, you know. Especially you roughhousing, you touching the face, that's a no-go right there. You know, I cause people get in a situation to nuggle up. But hey, you know, don't listen to me, man. You know, that's just crazy old M3s tonight. You know what I mean? I don't want to get y'all beat up, you know, in the chat or whatever. So, but anyways, let me continue to digress. Where are we at right now? So So this question says, like, what should you do if you're unsure whether someone has given you consent? Well, I feel like we kind of already little touch on it, just communication. You know, if you still don't understand, then look, man, I can't help you. But
yeah, you're pretty much a dipshit.
Yeah, that part. You know, I was just trying to be nice by saying that. But if you're unsure,
sometimes you got to be raw and uncut.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Riggs. Right. You know. But it says, if you're unsure, always ask for clarification and wait for it to be clear. Affirmative response before proceeding. Unless if you're with a hood chick, then it's like, you know, then they'll try to shame you. But still, you don't want to get caught up in doing something wrong. So the other one is consent required for all types of activities? I'm like, hell yeah. I mean, shit. You know, I'm not gonna like just what kind of scenario I could think of? I'm not gonna just like walk up into like, you know, my manager's office and you know what I mean, and just sit down and just have a conversation while he's in the middle of work. You know, you gotta be polite, knock on the door, and ask, hey, can I talk to you a while? Or if you have time. So see, that's something that's easy and lighthearted. But the way how they wrote it says, yes, consent is necessary for any activity that involves personal boundaries, including physical, emotional, and sexual interactions. Okay. And then they added something into the caveat as how does alcohol or substance use affect consent? Look, everybody should know the answer to this one. But if y'all don't, I'm not telling you that. You know, y'all should know that already. You know, that shit leads like to like a heavy road. Joe, I know you shake your head. You like, goddamn, right? You know, these goddamn questions, right? What's your thoughts?
Right. I think that everything here is pretty much a common sense thing. I do think with some of what you presented earlier with consent and approaching on how you ask for consent, it did seem a little awkward. But that said, it is something typically you should do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, usually with someone with common sense, or someone who's highly intelligent or really familiar with the person, sometimes they're on the same page and just able to read the room really well and don't have to necessarily ask for certain things. Like, I'm assuming if you're married, you're not going to ask to kiss your wife or something. But, you know, for every situation, you have to navigate it differently. So the appropriate way to handle it is dependent on what situation you're in. Because like you said, in business, if you have a contract, you need to fulfill that contract. You cannot change your mind because the contract's already signed. Everything's in motion. It's too late, right? Mm-hmm. But, you know, in a personal setting where you're with a friend, and all of a sudden, they change their mind and they start getting, I don't know, a little uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable with this. Yeah, absolutely, you should stop. So.
Right. Now, I've seen a few married couples. I'm not going to tell them about, what place or whatever that I know them from, but, some of them have to kind of ask the spouses for certain permission.
Oh, yeah, salute
Part of being married.
Rush. Rush, what up?
You guys come up if you guys want to. I got the link posted, pinned to the chat.
Yeah, Rush handling some business right now, but salute to him.
Okay, for sure. But here's the thing, right? Let's dive deeper. This is gonna probably be a little bit serious, okay? Now, giving consent to someone in a grieving process.
Hold on. You gotta touch on that marriage thing for a second. Hold on. Don't skip over that.
Oh, y'all was quiet, so I was like, okay.
Park the car, baby. Okay, park the car. Listen, I think in marriage, like it's give and take, right? But you also have to understand there's certain things that, like, certain things as a man, certain things as a man, like, I'm gonna ask my woman about because she's a woman, right? And I know it may impact her a different way. So if there's certain things that is going on, or maybe certain people around, or maybe certain areas that we're going to go to, we're going to discuss that because she's a woman, so she may feel a certain way about it. Just like if there's certain things that she want to do, right? And I'm a man, and I may be like, I don't know about that one. Like that one is not really cool with me. Like let's say she want to take a trip with a bunch of sisters or a bunch of her female friends, right? And they want to go to like some exotic place, right? Then I'm not gonna be okay with that. But I may want to go somewhere, right? And she may not be okay with it, right? Just out of respect. So she may be like, I don't want you going over there. Or there's gonna be a whole bunch of them type of people over there, or there's gonna be these type of women over there. I don't want you over there. So it's just a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her going to a place where I know, like, I already know, like, she go to Jamaica. Know what I mean? It's gonna be them island boys there, and they don't care. Like they're gonna be trying to hit it at all costs, right? So vice versa, I'm gonna show her the same respect back. You know what I mean? So I think in marriage, just having that communication, because you know that you don't want your partner doing something that you wouldn't approve of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's that give and take. You know what I mean? And it's not gonna be perfect, right? It ain't gonna be perfect because we are adults. So sometimes she's gonna feel like I'm a grown ass woman. I can do whatever I want. And sometimes you're gonna feel like I'm a grown ass man. I can do what I want. So it ain't gonna be perfect, like, but you try your best to do it. So yeah.
Okay. Riggs, where's your thoughts? And it don't even have to be about like marriage, but it could be about like, just dating relationships.
You're muted.
Oh. He probably stepped, I think he probably stepped away. But we have his other counterpart, B-Eazy Dat Dude.
B-Eazy Dat Dude.
Easy.
Man. Oh, B-Eazy, you in the studio?
Man, you know how it be. What's good with y'all?
You in the studio, bro? Yeah, in the studio.
Stream real quick.
Yo, last time B-Eazy, man, he was like in the pimp lobby for a minute.
Just momentarily. What's good with y'all?
Nothing much, man. We're just let me bring Joe back in. Oops. My bad. Go ahead, Bess.
I got him.
All right, thank you.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Sorry about that. I've been having tech issues all day. Go ahead.
We're good.
Whatever, lady. Whatever, lady. Whatever.
Why don't you bring your exotic self up in this panel, right?
I thought she didn't like that term.
No. I'm not even talking about her.
I thought that was an offensive term.
Talking trash about Jamaicans, that's crazy.
No, wait.
I didn't even say nothing about this woman. She ain't even from Jamaica. Don't let her come on, please.
Wait, but hold on, Bess, right? Like I said before, see, he confirmed it that, the no when she says that it's offensive was really yes to a compliment, because since then she kept referring herself to being exotic. You know, I mean, make it make sense, Lady E.
Lady Earth.
She can't make it make sense. She ain't got no sense. You can't ask for sense from somebody who ain't sensible. She ain't got no sense. She ain't gonna make no sense. Ain't gonna be no sense given.
Man, it's like the Lil Kim conversation all over again. You
Oh
know,
man, that's funny.
But yeah, B-Eazy. We were just touching up on pretty much like the consent, right? You know, sometimes you may actually have to get that confirmation between you and then the opposite partner, you know, and actually reaffirm that whatever that you're about to do, actional, that she's absolutely okay with it. But it could be
You gotta
tricky
pick your
because,
battles. You gotta pick your battles.
yeah, because you may run
That's
to
what I
some
was
of
talking
those,
about. Hell yeah.
some of
You
those
gotta pick your
weirdos.
battles.
Exactly.
Like
Everything ain't
if you
gonna
go
be
a certain
peachy
area,
keen.
Salute,
if you go a certain area, your girl gonna trip. Like if I go over here, she gonna trip. Like so like you want peace in your home or you want to go over there. Like it's all depending on what you want. Like I want peace in the home, so sometimes I'm not gonna go certain areas. It's just a fact. But there's times where I just don't care, so I'll just go anyway. And then
You're gonna
I know
learn
she
compromise. You're gonna learn which way I want this weekend to go.
Rich, they do the same thing. They do the same thing.
For
They do the
sure.
exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's give and take. You feel me?
It really is, man. Somebody say something different, I say they was a damn lie, bro.
Well, you know, we do have some cappers around, so. Well, B-Eazy, hopefully that was enough to give you some clarity of like, you know, what we're talking about. Because the topics does vary, but we're still on pretty much getting that consensual agreement.
Consensual agreement to do what?
It depends like on the circumstances. So hold on.
Say you want to go out with the fellas this weekend, right? And you know your woman be hella tripping, bro. But it's like, you know what, man? I ain't been out with them in ages, man. You just you might just be fed up. Like she just gonna have to trip on this one. You know what I'm saying? And you just go ahead and do it anyways. You feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? So it could be anything, and it could be vice versa. You know what I'm saying? She could be on a hype, you know, wanting to go do something or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you may not be with it. You know what I'm saying? And it may be innocent, right? But at the same time, you got to have like some type of compromise. Sometimes so you'd be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let her go ahead and spin off. Because I know next weekend when I want to go ahead and go to the game with the homies and shit, she can't really be running no hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we done compromise. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't really want you to.
Yeah.
Hey, but
that's the kind of example I could break down, man.
But Big Rick, hey, and even though she did that the weekend before, you know, when you slide out and you come back in the house, your ass got sneak in the house like the Fresh Prince back in the day. Remember you sneak in the house? That nigga was climbing over couches and all that
shit. That's a fact, man.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's one of the, you know, experiences, but there's many different variables to it. I mean, in one like the questions, like it's something like simple, like as in, oh well, hey, like, you know, is it okay for us to like be in a committed relationship? Is it okay for to be intimate with you at the moment? You know, even though that does sound kind of, you know, cheesy, because, you know, society or some people will kind of want us to make the first move without having to ask them. But sometimes, you know, with this Me Too movement, you gotta be careful. And sometimes that maybe even on the flip side, maybe let's say for instance, you say, hey, like, you know, let me get intimate with you. The woman's okay with it. You guys get intimate, but maybe like the stroke game, right, was trash. And now she's so bitter and so butthurt about it. Now she's trying to immediately change that rule into being that yes into a no. You know what I mean? And that's how some people they get caught up because they actually get into the intimacy, but later on down the road, you know, you're hearing stuff on the news if you're a celebrity, or maybe the cops are knocking at your door for you know what. So that's another example.
Okay, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I think it's just simply, and it seems like y'all went multiple places with it, but I think it's just simply reading the room, you know, and reading the room is picking up on subtle nonverbal cues of a group of people or an individual. And you should be paying attention to certain micro reactions, facial expressions, and other contextual clues. And like everyone else is saying, picking your battles. So you have to know which one is this worth arguing about? Is this the hill that I want to die on? And there's different types of consent as well. So the three main types is implied consent, verbal consent, and written consent. And this also makes me think of the Dave Chappelle show. He had a scene where he had a love contract where him and the girl was about to get busy, and then he has a list of things that he has to check off, and she's like, nope, you know, we're not doing you're not sticking it in my booty, right? And oh yeah, Ed, you can do that. And it seems funny, but let's say that you don't have that written contract and it's just implied. Then like M3 was saying, someone could say, hey, I agreed to intercourse, but I didn't agree to him putting it in this hole, you know? And it's like, nah, you was cheering and moaning and all the stuff, but they can have a change of heart in the mid intercourse or post intercourse. People talking about the post nut clarity, but they don't talk about that post nut allegation. You don't talk about them allegations that you might receive. And there's even stuff saying where, let's say that she did consent verbally, and then you and then getting inside, and then you getting your pumps off, and then on the 20th pump she said, you know what, I changed my mind. If you go for a 20-second pump, now you can have an accusation placed against you. So
no means no.
So you got to be able to read non-verbal cues.
That's a cold game, B-Eazy.
Yeah,
God dang,
it's a cold game, but I mean,
you say, hey, you say you got 20 pumps in, bruh, and this motherfucker gonna say no?
according to the activists in the Me Too mafia, in their rights. If they like I said, you can be the mid pump, and if they say no, you got to cut the water off. You were talking about compromise and sacrifice. You need to sacrifice your man spray.
I hope we about 50,000 miles away from your destination.
I'm gonna say something.
Hey, that would stop the allegation, though. You can still get accused.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna say something that may be controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Look, man. Just like I be saying, women be knowing certain things. Guys, you know when she ready for the action. You know when she's saying nah. Like, you know, she giving you all the clues and all the signals. And the thing is that a lot of times you just don't want to hear the no. You done prepared everything. You probably done paid for certain things. You probably done cleared your schedule out. You know what I mean? Done said no to some overtime or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So, like, you done really planned this out. You done told your mama you can't move her furniture, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? You done told your boys you can't go to the game, whatever, right? But we know. Let's not play games. We know. Just like women, they know, right? They know when certain things is gonna pop off, and they know when it's not. So we can't play the semantics game. Now listen, there are times, right, when people will give false allegations and things of that nature. Yeah, that happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, but for the most part, people be knowing, man. They be knowing.
84. This
man
said you 20 strokes in, bro. And she gonna tell your ass no.
Nah. I mean, look. You see, hold on. Even if she say that, then you gotta get up out of there, bro. Like
that's a fact, but I'm just saying that's
shit.
Man, that's playing. Man, that is woo-wee.
No,
boy.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look.
This actually
Look,
has happened to people too.
It
And I
has,
just
but
want to say this real
I'm
quick.
telling you. Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, because this was just to build on what you said, and I wanted you to pick it up because I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but I've actually had this, and this has been on the news, and there's a lot of the activists that say, hey, they could change their mind mid-encounter,
No, that's a fact.
intercourse, and I agree with what Mr. Best is saying. I know it will be hard for somebody to just halt. You feel me? You going in, your stroke is looking like Tiger Woods, and then they don't let you get the hole in one. So that's very frustrating for somebody. But to what Mr. Best is saying, some dudes is saying like, man, I paid X amount of dollars for this cologne, for this outfit. You had me drive 3 hours. I got all ready. I turned down.
They
some
done picked
overtime.
up the M3 fit. You got the neck piece and shit.
They picked the M3 fit. They got the guns out, and they saying, they don't even want 22 pumps now. Now they want 25 when she told you to stop at 20. So I'm just saying, some cats do need to control themselves. Now, it doesn't absolve her of pulling a 42 fake on you, but still, bro, you do got to control yourself and control your strokes. Go ahead, Mr. Bass.
Janet Jackson.
That stroke discipline, you know?
Yeah, the control. And the thing is that you have to...
That stroke discipline is a must.
Like, it goes beyond the stroke discipline, because the thing is, like, if she's a person kind of showed you if they're with something or not. If she comes in, she comes to the location late, or she being hesitant, or, y'all about to get down for the get down, and now she comes out, and she got a towel on, you like... What's with the towel? Like, I thought we was about to get it in. And she's like, well, I don't really know. And any type of apprehension or kind of hesitation, just leave. Just say, you know what?
Bro, if she come out with a robe on and pajama pants, it's over, bro. You might as well just get up out of there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Any type of hesitation, just go. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can find somebody else who, like, as soon before you even can say something, she on you. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. Don't get yourself in trouble by trying to do something that you know is gonna get you in trouble. And salute to Stan, man. Good to see you on here. You know what I mean? Salute to Mr. Brian, to see you as well.
Snap.
Salute to Eda Man Williams. But yeah, just read the body language. Read the body language and read what she's telling you. Read the eye contact, all that. So she any type of if you don't know, guess what
Vaughn
I do.
Gonna pop up too. I know Vaughn gonna come up here too on this one.
I know he will. Look, she don't know, guess what I do know. And what I know is that I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going home. You have a good night. You ain't getting me no charge. Hell nah. Get out of here.
But, okay, but Best, like let's add the morale into it, right? Because it's a thing, right? Now, I've been in situations, right? Of course, before my wife, all right? Let me put that out there. I've been in situations where I literally had to turn down a booty call, okay? It was like, when it was like 12 in the morning calls or whatever. And the woman, even though it was like kind of like an hour away, you know what I mean, from driving to the house at the time. But one, I'm like, man, I'm tired, not like I was on like some low testosterone ish, but two, she have a boyfriend, and I don't know, most guys will take that opportunity and just go ahead and smash and dash, be like the neighborhood, like, bleak doorman, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like, if I know, like, okay, you have like a significant other, I just wouldn't even mess with you because it's not worth it. Especially if I know the dude too, though. But I keep down the hush.
Oh hell no, that's
you done changed the whole dynamics.
So what up, Marcus? But no, I would say that to pivot with what you're saying. I'm gonna go to Stan. I would say this, like, I would say I wouldn't even put myself as a man. I wouldn't even put myself in that situation because that can get somebody seriously hurt or killed. Like, especially if you mess with somebody and you actually know that person, you know that the person who they with, like, yeah, that's crossing way beyond the boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. You know what I mean? Like at that point, it's like I wouldn't even communicate with you no more because if you want to go that low, then you want to go as low as it, like you don't have no type of anything to you. There's no type of morale to you. And if you ain't got no type of morale, if you treating him like that and he with you, how the hell you gonna treat me if something happens to me? You know what I mean? Like you gonna treat me even worse. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what we got to keep in mind, man. When we out here doing things, always think about, okay, if something does happen, how's that person going to react? And if that person is treating their own people that they live with, that they see every day, they treating them like shit. Imagine how they going to treat you if something happened with you. You always got to keep that in mind.
Wait, hold on. Let me make it clear, right? And solution, Sister Anya, right? Hold on. I said that I met the guy before, or lightweight on him, but that ain't my homie. All right, so it's a difference. If that was my homie, once you make that, once you make that contact, don't try to clean it up, M3. Don't try to clean it up. No, but once you make that contact, it's a wrap. Like it's no more. It's no more nothing. Like once I see you, you see me. There's no more nothing. Like and we don't. Don't call me. Don't hit me up. Don't text me. I don't know you. You don't exist. Like you're not getting me caught up. That's like getting that caught up stuff. I don't advise any man to get caught up like that. You know what I mean? Exactly. Now look, if that was like my homie's girl, shout out to Usher. That relationship between her and the homie, that's going to end immediately. All right. Look, I'm snitching all the way to him. Like, yo, bro, you need to check your girl. But if it's like, someone that I met because of the girl, whatever, well, look, I'm just gonna turn it down. I'm gonna be like, nah, I pass. I'm cool with it. You do you. And no, I'm not scandalous M3, lady. Okay. You've been talking a lot lately, lady. You need to come up.
Chirping in the chat.
I know, man. Chirping, tweaking, tweeting, whatever she's doing. But thank you, Sister Anya, for tuning in and for the shout out.
Salute to Anya.
Sister Anya, what's going on? What's going on? Good to see you.
Marcus in the chat saying, M3, you got to hit yourself with a hold on for that little story.
Damn. No, I got that one right. Matter of fact, let me hit that right now for you guys, right? Because, some people are getting a little bit emotional in the chat.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, my bad. That's the wrong one. Yeah, that's an L for me on that one.
One question led to a whole bunch of anger and hostility. Come on, man.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
M3 had to put his issue out there.
Yeah, he did.
Lady, it says M3 stop talking. No, you come up. But yeah, let me see. Mark says, "Wait a minute, M3. What you say? Hold on. Wait a minute." I was talking to make this. Okay. And then salutes to Caprice. Thank you for tuning in.
Salutes to Mr. Caprice. Good to see you.
And
Caprice pulled up in a Caprice.
Oh, yep. See, Lady says A4 ain't lying because she probably will lie and swear you tried to holler at her. And that's why you got to use like morality and integrity and common sense into those type of situations. Because if I was a hound dog and I'm just like, well, I'm just going to get it in regardless if you have a man or not, hey, would I be able to live to tell this story? Or
shout out to Elvis.
Exactly. Marcus says shout outs to Baby Bash. All right, shout outs to the Lieutenant Soldier Marcus. And let's see. Interesting topic.
Why he bring up Baby Bash? Where'd that come from?
Oh, it's because of the vibrant colors. Like, Baby Bash usually wear the blue and like the hats and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully that conversation wasn't a little too serious. Like, I gotta give you guys a mixture of both. Stan, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, man? Hey, this is not Usher. This is a Destiny Child. This is like, if you leave him, I'll leave her. We'll pack our bags. Don't say a word. Let's go far away to another place. Let's hide away. Ooh, just you and me. Smash on the side.
What song is that, man?
If you leave, Destiny Child.
Oh, okay.
The sister started it.
Vocal intro.
No, Big Rick said Usher. I'm like, nah, this Destiny Child. Don't keep your love, but then go find new love and just disappear with that love.
Break it down, Stan.
Why I gotta put my business out there?
Hold on, man. You the one coming up here acting like
For the first time, Ingrid's the bad guy.
You started off with an intro song and shit. You shit.
For real.
Okay, I'll put it this way. I like the conversation. It's good. I remember I had an incident where everything was consensual. I was 19. She was 22, 23. Light skin. Things got kind of heated. No, it got heated. And I put what do you call that thing? Passion marks everywhere on her body.
Huh?
And
you talking about a hickey?
Oh, it was more than hickeys.
Oh, okay.
Or passion marks.
Continue. You putting bite marks on her. Go ahead. Stan.
Oh,
I don't even want to. Yeah, if it's
no. This is this the part. It was all consensual because she encouraged it. She told me to keep on doing it and doing it, and after that,
after that, you went to jail, brother. What happened, brother?
No, after that, when I come to the house, I'm seeing her mother, her grandmother, her aunties, her sisters, and her cousins. And that's when they're like, well, you up here marking my daughter. I'm like, what's going on? How y'all know about this sex? Like, what? I was like, ambush. And she was embarrassed. So she told her mom that she told me to stop. And I'm like, that's not true.
What? Did you get an allegation?
Yeah. So in front of her whole family.
I was talking about earlier when I was saying that I actually know a couple instances that done that, and that part of it is not funny. You making those bodily marks, that happens between consenting adults. But when people is facing allegations, I don't really I don't really joke about that, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I met the mom was there, grandmother was there, aunties there. It was like all the women in the family were there, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
So hold on, were they there to confront you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They brought the whole family council.
I was there I thought we was going to go on a date. I wasn't expecting all that stuff going down, because it was straight up like she was like, yeah, bite me here, bite me there, keep on going harder. That was hers. Like she wanted that.
Stan, that's what I don't know if you heard the point that I was making earlier. I was saying there's been instances where there's been consent, and let's say you 20 pumps in, and then they say stop, and then if let's just say the physical inertia carries you to 22 pumps, they can say no. I said to stop at 20. That extra 2 that you got in, you know what I mean? That was the R word.
Yeah, but for me it was different. I was like, it was consensual all the way. And also it was encouraged. It was coached, because that's like she said, that's what she likes. That's what she wants. And it was like, that's what she wanted. And that's what she, I'm 19. So she's like, yeah, I'm 22. Like, this is what I want. Like, I want this from you. I need this from you. Right. So I did what she asked for. She got embarrassed when her mom asked her. And that's when I learned, man, even with consent, they could still.
M3 is highlighting it right now. Consent can be revoked at any time, even if previously given. So even if she said, Stan, mark me everywhere, on the 20th mark, and she can say, "No, I don't want this." And
yeah, mind you, that's not what happened. That's what she told me to keep on going. Like I just like,
yeah,
I wasn't into the mark. That's what she wanted. Like it wasn't. She told me to stop. She like keep on going, keep on going. That's what she wanted. So after this, right? She still want to go on a date, and I wasn't feeling it. Cause I'm like, yo, just like this wasn't cool. Cause I felt set up. And then she told me like, yo, because she was embarrassed, and you know that's not how her mother raised her, and all this stuff, and she just felt embarrassed. Like her mother will know what she likes in bed, and that's so I'm just like, well, you're grown. Like she had her own apartment, and everything. So I didn't understand like, why would you, like do this?
Yeah, we gotta Stan, let me jump in real quick, for a second. See, this is the problem that a lot of men a lot of men go through. That this is why this topic, right? You gotta, like I said, I know this sounds silly when you have to ask or whatever, but even when you ask for permission and that person's giving the green light, as you could hear what Stan is saying, when women get caught by her family, and family means everything to you guys. So instead of just owning up and taking responsible accountability for your thoughtiness, you want to pretty much put the whole blame into the man because it's easier, because you can get away with it, because it makes you look like you're still like this sweet angel that people paint you as. And there's nothing wrong with like having certain fetishes or certain things that you sexually prefer, but it makes me think like, okay, if a woman could do that, that means that, let's say if it got worse, you could have been deleted, you could have been locked up in jail, and she would be willing to pretty much keep that as a secret for as long as she can, because she's more focused and concerned about her reputation as opposed to your livelihood. That's wild.
Yeah, because suppose like she was pregnant, like what would have happened to me then, right? So it's like, what would have happened? Like there's a lot of stuff. So like sex with her afterwards, I wasn't feeling her too much, and then I just broke up with her, and then I just kept it moving. But the crazy part about it was she's into all these fetishes. She met another guy, and her thing was to like get me to come over when they're done. And she was like, well, he's not good. He's not like you. I was saying your name. I was whispering out your name and like while we're having sex. And then sometimes she'll just call on the phone, and the guy's doing it, and she just like, yeah, I wish you was here. This is weak. This is whack. And one time, my father overheard the conversation. Just back in the day, no cell phones. The house phones, right?
Yeah.
And they could pick up the other line, and you don't know they listen to your conversations. And I'm laughing at it because I was so embarrassed, because I was like, I was just a kid, and then my father was like, "What the hell are you doing? Like this could get you killed. You're from Miami. This is not what we taught you from the South. Like, I know she's your ex-girlfriend, but you also, I was still dating other girls. But that was her thing. Like, she just liked doing, she was raised a Catholic church girl that went to a Catholic school, come from a Catholic family. And, she was into doing stuff that wasn't Catholic, if you get what I'm saying.
No, I get you though.
Yeah, so I learned, like, not only at 19, I learned that. At 19, I learned, like, not to trust women. And I learned that because, she was older than me, so I trusted her judgment, and this is what she wanted. But when her mom found out, that was like, I'll never forget that. Like, I met the whole family. No men were there. Now, this before
that's what I was going to ask you. Was there
were no men there? No, there were no men. That's like, I know. I was on 19. I wasn't red pill. So there were no men there, right? And it's like grandma. the three aunties, her mom, all girl cousins, her older sister, her two younger sister. So
The
I was with
entire
all these
matriarch.
women. Yeah. And it was like I was made an example in front of them for them. And then I just went here, I just told my mom what happened. My mom had to talk with her mom because again, I'm 19, so I'm not fighting no woman. Like this was not gonna happen. And so I let my mom know what happened. Because it wasn't, like I, was, I was just, one, it was weird. Two, I was confused. And three, I was just definitely hurt because I didn't know what was going on. And then, just felt like I was just set up.
What was your mom's reaction to that? Was she like appalled? Did she immediately
No,
side?
she wanted the phone number and contact her mother. And they had that talk for at least, okay. No, and again, this is back in the day. Remember, like there was toll charges, even like we were in the city, so he had to call every
You call. If you in the 925 and you call 510, that would be long distance. If you in 510 and you call 408, that would be long distance. And those calls, bruh, they could get up there. It could be like $20 for a call.
Yeah, so they're on the phone for a good 2 hours. I could hear my mom yelling, her mom yelling, and those going off. But it was the next time me and her got together, I definitely like I had to lead like, no, I'm not doing that with you again. Like this
Stan,
is what I'm comfortable with.
I just want to ask you this real quick. What was the fallout or repercussions of those allegations? Because for instance, I'm sure everyone knows about the Jonathan Majors allegation. He's already started to lose endorsements and he's facing immediate backlash, even though people were saying that, hey, it was untrue. Was there any fallout from the allegations, like somebody saying, hey, I don't want to mess with Stan no more, he might be funny business?
No, because again, like this back in the day, we didn't have, like social media, we didn't have anything.
So that word
you look at the age difference. You know what I'm saying? Also, there was an age difference because I'm 19 and she was 22, going on 23. So I remember that was the conversation, like, why your daughter is a grown woman messing with a 19-year-old boy. She's a senior in college, getting a master's, trying to get her master's. Like, it was like they were going back and forth. But my mom was like, yeah, she's using him for sex. Now, mind you, I'm 19, so I don't know. I'm thinking I'm a grown man because I'm with an older woman. I'm not thinking about all this other stuff. You're 19. You have a girlfriend, they have her own spot, has her own car. You know what I'm saying? I'm dating the Pam and Gina girl. You know what I'm saying? Like on Martin. Like I got,
And thought he was all Marty Martin. I got you.
Yeah, man. Everybody's trying to like go sneak into a hotel. I didn't have to do that. I have a girlfriend who got her own spot.
Yeah, I would say in that situation, you had to mature. Once you matured, you learn the game, you learn how to move around, you learn what things to look, out for. But as a young man, you may get caught up in a situation like that. Or a young woman can get caught up in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? It can happen to either one. Salute to Johnson Different. We see you in the building. What's up? You know what I mean? Also salute to Queen. Queen, we see you. Marcus, what's going on? You know what I mean? Queen, what's going on? I don't know if you've been listening to the topic, Queen, but if you have, what do you have to say about any of this?
I sometimes don't like to speak on topics like this because this is part of my job and it is a very touchy topic, and I think people can just go really left and be very insensitive. I think it's a level of emotional maturity, because a lot of times when things like this happen to women, they are shamed for what they had on or whatever else, and it doesn't excuse they try to paint a picture versus, I know that there are women who use this to their advantage, but there are a lot of women who don't, and vice versa. I think we don't talk about men being taken advantage of enough. And I don't think it's something that a lot of men feel comfortable coming forward with. I think it's just a level of maturity, you know. I just think it's really sickening where society is, you know. I, heard of a story of a young lady who was assaulted on a crowded public transportation, but because it was so crowded, she was crying, she was saying stop, and there was men and women around her, and no one did anything. So, it's a very disgusting situation, but I think both people have to. I'm gonna speak on the man doing it to the woman. Like, men have to really learn how to have emotional maturity. I don't care how far you into making out. If a woman says no, she says no, and you got to figure it out. And I don't think a lot of people understand that fine line, and so it's so easy to cross it. And it's not okay either way. So yeah. And I think men have to be careful with these women who cry this word and use it as a way to retaliate against them. I feel sorry for you guys, because 9 times out of 10 the court's going to believe the woman, but 9 times out of 10 when a woman goes to court, nothing happens to the dude. It depends on who the dude is.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, so many men go free every day because it's not considered a big deal. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Queen, I just want to say thank you for sharing that. And before I get to Marcus, I want to say something real quick. The part that kind of bothers me when there's like false allegations is because it damages on both sides, for both men and women. Because you do have, like you said earlier, like you do have some women that actually physically went through that, but then it loses like empathy for those type of women, because like you don't know who to believe. You're always used to hearing something on the media that's saying that, oh well, this woman did, this man did this man did that, and then come to find out after spending years in prison for something that he didn't really do, and was all because of just something that was so silly and messed up. And most of the time it's about image. But yeah, I won't digress on that. Marcus, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Yeah, man. Like I said, shout out to the panel. It's a interesting subject, and can be a bit tense or passionate, or people can get off the rail sometimes, depending on what it's going to be about. But when it comes to the whole somebody brought up Jonathan Majors' situation. We covered that yesterday on another show that I was on, and it's just sad because things like that aren't taken serious. He was the one that was trying to be the concerned citizen or boyfriend, and the one that was trying to do the right thing, but it backfired on him. And I think what kind of got me in a certain feeling about it or way about it was the fact that it wasn't just the fact that they took him away and they arrested and booked him, which the lawyers and representation of Jonathan Majors was saying, oh no, we're good. He's innocent. He hasn't done anything. We'll prove it in court, everything. And the tabloids just ran with their stuff. The TMZ did what they had to do as far as putting the whole, caption or the bulletin of, oh, hey, he gets arrested for assault charges, allegations of strangulation, domestic violence, and battery and stuff like that. I was like, what got me even more kind of like enraged was the fact that all these people that were the so-called Marvel fans were asking for him to step down as Kang the Conqueror. He's the next MCU Marvel bad guy villain that the Avengers are going to have to face off in the movies. Well, they were already asking for him to step down without these people even, knowing the facts. So, it's like things like this, just people don't do their homework. They get too emotional on certain things without doing the actual process of it. Like some of my friends and family who are involved in these kind of things of work when it comes to like forensics, the testing, the grape kits and stuff like that, law enforcement, the procedures in court, stuff like that's what's called due process. Unfortunately, certain situations like this, it gets taken too extreme sometimes, out of proportion. And now, like you said earlier, the actual people who lose are the actual victims and their true cases, but they don't get taken serious. And then the ones that fall innocently accused, convicted, incarcerated, traumatized, PTSD, who knows what kind of other traumas come into them play as well. And then you can't even trust the system. Now you're a person who can't trust the system, can't trust anybody right there. And then you're in that situation where it's just a mental and physical state of just turmoil. That's it, though.
Oh, thank you, Marcus. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, you guys are absolutely right. You know, I'm loving everyone's responses so far. Salutes to the high value nurse. Thank you for tuning in, brother. How you doing? Welcome back, Rick.
Salute, high value nurse. Salute. Welcome back, Rick.
What up, though? How
What
y'all
up,
doing?
man?
What's up?
Doing good.
Good. I think y'all, ladies and gentlemen, are talking about a really good topic. Especially like when you bring in Jonathan Majors into the fold. Like, this just goes to show you have to use discernment in all situations, especially when you are somebody that's as visible as Jonathan Majors and on the rise and as hot as he is. Whether you trying to cape for somebody or save somebody, or just even if you just having a simple night out on the town, you cannot trust dang near anybody at this point. He has to protect, you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself as a brand. And this is why, like, if I'm Jonathan Majors, if I'm as hot as he is at this point, I'm not in a situation where I can't control as many things as possible. If I'm trying to party, get drinks, you coming to the crib, or whoever coming to the crib, everybody signed the NDAs and I got cameras all through the crib. So can't nobody assume nothing, can't nobody say nothing. Everybody know they being recorded at all times, just all kind of stuff. You just, and even that, not foolproof, but to me, it's just all about discernment at this point and really just trying to stay out the way as much as possible. And in some situations, just really minding your own business. So that's what I want to say about it.
Now, I want to say this. I know we're talking about the Jonathan Majors situation, but there are, I want to say that they are different in the aspect of the trauma or what happens to the person. I don't like putting it all in the same cup because it's not the same liquid. So the young lady Cynthia Brown, who served 15 years for deleting her sex trafficker and got away. She served 15 years in jail for freeing herself. Now, how do you compare that with Jonathan Majors? It's not the same. So we have to stop when we have these conversations. It's a very fine line between comparison and encompassing it all under the same umbrella. It's not the same thing. This teenager lost 15 years of her life because she wanted to be free and she was being assaulted and held a hostage. They didn't say, "Oh, great job for freeing yourself." They threw her in jail for 15 years. You cannot compare the two. It's not the same. It's not equal playing field. And I think people who are in the limelight have to move differently. They got to stop believing the hype, feeling themselves, and believing that these women or these men have their best intentions. Everybody's out for a come up. And if you don't know that by now, I don't know what to tell you. But this young lady wasn't trying to. Who was defending her? Who had her back? What did she lose? She's 31 when she got out. She was a teenager. and she got locked up for defending herself because she said no. It don't compare. You cannot compare it. You cannot put this in the same category. They are two different issues. And that's why I said it's a fine line. And that's why the Me Too movement started. However anybody feels about it is because a lot of time these women have no voice. And yes, there are women who do shady things. There are men who do shady things. At the end of the day, a lot of them get slapped on the wrist and they get let go. Where was her slap on the wrist? And this is just one case. You know how many young Black women are trafficked and they're not even looked for? So that's a whole nother subject. They're not on the milk carton. They're not on the news. Ain't nobody searching for them because they don't matter. This young girl didn't matter. And the only thing that matters is that she took someone's life. So
yeah, which that BS kind of baffles me, thinking about that, because if that was the judge's daughter, you would be ready to put that person behind bars for life. You wouldn't even give that person 15 years. But common sense goes right out through the window when you're in a community with unpopular opinions about you, or stigmas. Somebody do have an echo. I think High Value Nurse, you have an echo on your end. So, could we say, let's stick with that part of the topic, right? Could you say the judge was racist? I'm for sure he was white, or maybe there was some type of prejudice, or maybe he was just I don't know. Maybe he just shouldn't be a judge at all. Some people, they don't really have that type of common judgment until it literally actually happens to their family. Then everything will all make sense.
Well, I must have got in late because in no way was I trying to compare Jonathan Majors to Cynthia Brown. I don't know if somebody else did before I got on the panel. But
no. I wasn't saying that. I was just.
Oh yeah, because I was trying to figure that out too, where the comparison.
I was like, we're all confused. Like what?
Sometimes when we have these topics, we we can want to compare and say, oh, he lost this or he did this, because honestly, originally they tried to give her life. Did you know that? They wanted to give this young girl life for not wanting to be abused. That's crazy.
Well, the judge was racist, though. I mean,
I know, but
nobody's
at the end of the day,
disagreeing.
unless we do something about that, I think a lot of A-list celebrities, Rihanna, I think Kim Kardashian, they all got involved and whatever. But what I'm saying is that if there are so many young women who are behind bars for defending themselves, and ain't nobody rallying about them, there's so many young women who go missing every day.
84, is that you breathing in the back like that, bro?
So.
I'm muted, bro. I'm muted.
Okay. I think I agree with what Queen is saying, but I think there are a lot of people that do go hard for those women who are trafficked. They just don't get mainstream attention. Like Tariq Nasheed is one of the people that go hard and talks about it all the time, about those Black girls that come up missing and all the organs harvesting that's going on and being sold on the black market. Even here in Detroit, it was 2 funeral homes that were raided because they were harvesting organs of and fetuses and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was wild. So, I think people do talk about it, because I've even talked about it on my platform, but it just don't get mainstream press because we too focused on the dumb shit, like pearly things. So, I mean, so
Wonder Bread. We're not going there with Wonder Bread.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give her that respectable title. No, on this show.
No, we're not going there with Wonder Bread Wonder Bread unite. Not tonight. Nope. But I do want to say that I think if things change, if there were laws in place to stop people from sharing, misinforming and just clicking and sharing stuff that's not true. Like I said before, if you there's always a way to go after people because people are stupid and they just put all their business out there. But if you click and share something that's falsifying and tearing down the character of a person, you should be liable for that. You should be held accountable for that. You should be, it's just like when you do certain crimes, you can't live certain areas, right? Because of the crime you committed, right? So it should be the same thing. If you just clicking and sharing stuff, and I do believe that, when he was proven innocent, I think they should have came back and threw her behind in jail. I think she should have been sued. She should have been like, okay, this, and so who's going to share about her? This woman, falsified some serious accusations. Like, how many people are going to spread that? No, because you know what? We just click and we let it go. So what are you going to do? Because best believe I've been sharing stuff. Like, this ain't cool. Stop, stop falsifying information. Stop, because he don't want you no more. Now you're going to say this word. That ain't cool. It's just like Mrs. She said, shame Sunday. We got to start doing more. And there got to be more laws. And, hey, we don't like the outcomes. How do we change the outcomes? We get in those positions of power, but everybody want to slide down a pole. Everybody want to have a fans only page or whatever, only fans page, or everybody want to be BBL. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody want to be this. Ain't nobody thinking about those positions of power that will determine the outcome of your life. And it's not a joke. It's not a joke. That's why I tell all the young people I come across with, you got to want more than life than being behind a microphone. Depends on what kind of microphone you behind. You got to want more than, because, what you going to do with that platform? How you going to make an impact? How you going to impact your community? How you going to change your family's life? Because rapping about busting shots and all kind of other stuff ain't going to get you nowhere. So, but that's just me.
Okay. Thank you, Queen. Salutes to Miss Polly. I see you in the chat. If you want to come up, Miss Polly, feel free to come up.
Hello, Miss Polly.
It's interesting, right? How a conversation like this can start with a lot of jokes, a lot of laughs, to becoming very intense and serious. Because here's the thing. There's some moments where you could just actually look back and laugh and be like, hey man, I remember in this scenario, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't ask, enough questions. I assume. And then you have, some of these situations where like people will try to, set you up for just to protect the image. I can't remember, but I know there was basketball players that got caught up, but it was like a young football player. It was like 3 of them, I believe. And I can't remember exactly, but I remember a European woman just straight up lied and said that these guys ran a train on her. Well, we'll say it like that, and they didn't even touch her like that, but she did it. It was a reason why she did it. I can't remember the reasoning, but it got those brothers losing their scholarship, locked up for like a good 5 years, because by that time, the truth kind of came out. And even though she finally confessed that she told the truth. But what was her consequence? Oh, nothing, pretty much. So we have like a lot of flaws, like in the justice system, that is pretty much outright injustice. And a lot of people just going around with these stupid ass allegations. As far as with Jonathan Majors, I don't know what really happened. And even if like he comes off innocent, responding. Even if he comes off innocent, you know what I mean? You're always gonna be forever proven guilty otherwise. And if you come out, it's still like a wrap for you.
So much for due process, right?
Exactly. And E-Man, right? Let me respond to him real quick. Excuse me. Now, although in some cases I agree, I also disagree because it's not the end all be all. It's not just the only safest route, to avoid these allegations. I understand, getting married, better get married. Getting married is the safest place for men. However, look, man, if you messing with the wrong woman, if you're getting married to the wrong woman, that woman could go crazy and get you on some battery type of charges. So, like assault and battery type of charges. So technically, you're not really safe anywhere, but you gotta make sure, like whoever you're choosing, is going to be someone that's going to uplift you in your career, as opposed to like just putting you down the toilet. Go ahead, Bess. I know you want to say something.
I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm so sick of this shit. Look, all right, look. Not everybody believes in marriage. Not everybody believes in God. Not everybody believes in getting married, okay? People believe in whatever they want to believe, all right? I'm so sick of y'all in the stupid get married fucking circle jerk bullshit. No offense, but I am just tired of it. It's not meant for everyone, okay? Some people should not get married, okay? Some people should just be where they at and be okay where they at, okay? It's not for everybody, and that's just a fact, all right? So for those who want marriage or think marriage is gonna work for them, great. I like this whole Brady Bunch setup. This shit is cool.
Yeah, only for 9 people, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But like marriage is not for everybody, man. It's just not. Some people like men, some people don't like men, some people like women, some people don't like women, some people like men and women both. You know what I mean? So, and anything can happen. Like M3 said, you can get married to the wrong person. You can get married to somebody who's crazy. You can get married to somebody who's doing some old crazy stuff. Like nothing's secure. The best thing to do is to make sure that you're secure and that you're watching what your boundaries are and what you're doing, no matter what. Because anything can happen. Or what if that person you married to passes away? Then what? Like anything can happen in life, man. There's no safe bet. The safe bet is just making sure you protect yourself. And that's it. You know what I mean? And that's all. That's all I gotta say, man. Shit.
Yeah, and then you could. I just want to say you can get a little bit deeper with the statistics, because when it comes to violence or just any atrocities committed against another person, typically the number one culprit is your significant other. And that means whether you're married or not. Jonathan Majors wasn't married, but maybe he was planning to get married to this chick and she made an allegation. But let's just speak on the people that are married. And this is from the national statistics.com. They say 46.7 women and 44.9% of victims in the United States say that they were sexually assaulted by an acquaintance or an intimate partner. So these are people that did the right thing, committed to a relationship, a marriage union, and they're still susceptible to certain allegations, certain crimes. When it comes to homicide, they say 72% of all homicides, or they say murder deletion, involve an intimate partner. So some people are doing the right thing and saying, hey, I want to take this advice. I want to marry this person and do things the right way. But that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get out unscathed, excuse me, or that you're not going to have an allegation against you, or someone's not going to commit an act of domestic violence with you. And what are you going to say when somebody charging you with the knife? Hey, we're supposed to be married. You think that they don't know? They walk down the same aisle as you. So maybe it might mitigate the allegations and accusations, but what is the intent? And we can say personal responsibility. You got to vet the person better. And hey, it's your fault. You picked this person. But people are very skilled and adroit at hiding their true identity or masking and manipulating their identity to ultimately
People switch up.
Exactly. So I don't know why we're acting like we don't understand that.
As B-Eazy always say, hold on, Queen. As B-Eazy always says, don't take my word for it. There go the stats. And he just gave y'all the stats. All right. Don't take his word for it. There go the motherfucking stats. Go ahead, Queen, then we're gonna go to Miss Polly.
But I was gonna say, but even in that, stress, trauma, job loss, mental breaks, like people, it's not that people change. Life happens. And, people don't, we're not all created equal. We all don't process things the same way. And just because you're married, a stranger can do it. You could be walking down the street and be attacked. Like it's not that simple. It's not that like cut and dry, like, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. So it's 2 across the board. It's not that simple. That's why I say people are just emotionally immature. And everybody's not created equal, So.
Yep. Miss Polly, you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Miss Polly. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little tired. I just got off work, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Bringing that bag home.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Miss Polly?
Listen. I think you guys should keep going. I was just taking it in. I don't have an opinion on this at this moment.
Damn, you just woke up, Miss Polly?
No, I just got off work and I was undressing and I was listening to you guys talk, and everything. And so I'm still.
You just hit the link, huh? You just said, "I'm gonna go ahead and hit this link."
Hey, well, I appreciate Miss Polly.
Link.
I'm just being honest. I mean, I'm not prepared all the way, and I'd rather not just spit out here and not have enough information to make a four. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was getting undressed. I was kind of half listening, and high-fiving partners, and now I'm still listening. I thought I could catch up, but Queen just went, but I haven't got enough in my mind. Okay. Yes.
No.
M3, you could start with either man commenting, and Miss Polly, whenever you are prepared, you can chime in. Because either man says, get married and take your wife everywhere. What do you mean everywhere? If you gotta go get an oil change, take her there.
You gotta use the restroom, take her there.
That's unrealistic.
Either man, you gonna explain yourself, brother.
Man, where you at?
Wait, but hold on, but Queen, right? I know it's unrealistic, but I know. Okay, even though that dude don't like me, whatever. But I actually know a couple, right? That are actually like that, where the man, right? Actually, the man actually prefers his wife to be everywhere, wherever he goes, wherever she goes. Like he does not allow his wife to go anywhere.
She goes to work with him.
That's the only thing that he cannot do.
It don't matter. Wait,
hold on. I'm telling the true story though. But if the wife is like using the restroom, the guy will be in the restroom with her, watching her, even if you're taking a dump.
Safe in other places.
So how good are her sandwiches? How good does she make sandwiches?
I mean, she probably make the best sandwiches, but who knows?
Must be that good if you go into the bathroom to watch her pee.
And actually,
they got a diaper too for her.
For real.
He contradicts himself. If
they're called
his wife everywhere, that means she's everywhere. So when he goes to work and she's at home, she's not everywhere with him. Contradiction. Bullshit.
Uh-oh, Queen ain't gonna let that up.
Oh, Queen
No,
calling cat.
she
Eat a
not.
man. Come up here, bruh.
Everywhere
wait,
though,
you
Queen.
responded
Everywhere
to
just meaning like he up
I get what
underneath her,
No.
basically.
He
Don't
clarified. He said
help them out, Big
anywhere
Rig.
other women are.
You say
I
no,
mean
but they're not
that's
safe with other women.
everywhere with
They're not safe
everywhere
where
other
other
women are.
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
that's
You
not what was
responded.
said.
Yeah, I get you. I thought she was
You act
responding
like
to my comment, but
okay,
you talking
so
about what
today,
email comment?
no, hold on. So
Mhm.
today,
M3, she giving you smoke.
no, hold on. So today we have a thing called pronouns. So you don't know what the hell is in the room with the other woman. So it's bullshit. You're not safe. It don't matter. So don't play yourself. Come on.
Hey, I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that. Don't play
I
yourself.
think
Boy, I was
pronouns are some
waiting
of
for
the
that.
dumbest things in freaking modern society.
Easy.
So that's
Hey,
the dumbest thing ever is pronouns.
Hey, that needs to be clipped up, man. That's Queen
Yeah.
shit. Don't play yourself. That needs to be clipped up. Fuck that.
Right.
But you can't go everywhere with them, and it's fine. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, someone can break into your house, take and delete you and take advantage. So you're not safe. It's okay. Like it's not that simple. Like let's stop playing ourselves and acting like things don't happen when men are around with their women. It happens.
Anywhere other women are.
I'm just confused. Like, what exactly happens though? What exactly?
That's what I
happens?
was gonna say, Marcus. Man, you got some good questions, boy.
Hey, you know what they said about T.I. and his wife, and I'm for sure. So I mean, the woman could get the allegations too. I mean, you know what I mean?
That was the whole point of this conversation.
Yeah, but
nobody's safe anywhere. If somebody want to do something to you, believe me, people will figure out a way to do it. Come on, let's stop playing ourselves. So just because my husband's standing near me 24/7, that don't mean something can't happen to me, despite him standing there, because something could happen to him. You're not invincible. What are you talking? What are y'all talking about?
Hey, Queen, don't stay up by the house and try to get some air because man, oh man, they're gonna be vultures around.
Hey, look, when it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I mean, I'm not tripping off of that. But what I'm saying is that it's not that simple to say, oh, you're safe because your man is standing there or you're always around. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
He says, y'all, I live in a fantasy land.
No, E, you're in a fantasy land, E.
No, that's what he said. He said
That's what
that
he's
he
saying.
lives. Yeah, he lives.
Yeah, he's saying he live in one. I think he was being a little sarcastic with that, or maybe he really does think that he on Gullah Gullah Island or something. Shout out, eat a
Well,
man.
at least he understands where
Gullah
you live.
Gullah Island, bro.
You didn't go there, B-Eazy, with the purple lizard.
Hey, I didn't know. I didn't know if y'all knew about that reference.
Oh,
the yellow frog was bingo bingo.
I babysit enough. I know Gullah Island.
Man, I knew that you knew though.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off the pan. I'm gonna go to bed, but I just want to thank you guys for letting me up. I just wanted to say hi. And next time I'll be ready.
You'll be prepared. You'll be fully dressed next time. You come
Absolutely. I came up
and ready too.
Yeah, I'll cam. But you guys know I usually cam up. That's how you know I ain't ready. So
you got the bonnet on, Miss Polly.
I don't wear a bonnet actually. But
okay.
Yeah, no bonnet here.
I don't need no bonnet. The hair is the bonnet.
Hey, she just wake up with her hair just nappy, like fuck it. We just gonna make it happen.
She is like, no bonnet. My bad. I couldn't even fully get the question out. Like, do you wear it? Nope.
I don't even own a bonnet. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I just live my life. You know what I'm saying? God gave me hair, and it is what it is.
Let it. I feel you. Long hair don't care, Miss Polly. I got you.
Man.
Does anybody really know anything about Jonathan Major's girlfriend? Or
I don't know nothing about that whole situation. To be honest,
I don't think that's his girlfriend anymore. If he was,
well,
I don't think
what
that
I'm
is.
saying is that when you look for it, there's really nothing on her.
You really can't find anything. That's why I was like, where did she come from? It's kind of like
BS.
It's kind of like Kanye, his
You
new
know what I
wife.
mean?
I'm like, who is this chick?
The problem is like you got to get out of these, I don't know, like starstruck fine chick come up and you like, oh my gosh, you gotta vet, you gotta protect yourself a lot more. You are in the limelight. Now, if you want to be stupid and make dumb moves and move like that, then continue getting the results. But you gotta be different. You gotta protect your pearl. Like, come on, protect yourself. You're more valuable. Like, anyway.
Hey, E, there is pigs that fly, E. You know what I'm saying? If you got a pig and you taking it across country, it's gonna have to fly. E over there going crazy in the comments right now.
He going crazy talking about y'all do a lot of what if. Like, what I do is specifics, and I say things directly. So if there was a specific what if statement said, I would love for you to say that. I'm not even saying that this was targeted to me, but when you say y'all, that means plural, and I'm part of the y'all. So
but B-Eazy though, what if he was just trolling? What if though?
Yeah. But what if he was actually serious? Then I would say, hey, come up and stand on
trolling and relationship.
Yeah.
What if?
Well, I did send the link,
because let's just go back to what he said. Get married and then take care of your wife everywhere. Isn't that the biggest if, right? If you get married and if your wife everywhere, this will happen. You just
either man, you might have to come stand on some business.
Yeah. You do a lot of if and if
that's
you
some
get
what
married,
if shit.
If you take your wife, if was a fifth, we always have the drunk. We will be drunk.
Oh boy, no, I got this. M3, I got this. Please.
Wait. Let me see one poem real quick, right? And I'm gonna let you rock it. Oh, he says Anton have the.
And I want B-Eazy to pick it up after me too. Please.
Yeah. We're gonna alley oop, right? Let me just take the ball, right? Then dribble and then pass it to you, and he could just slide up B-Eazy. But he says Anton have the blueprint everywhere he go. You see his wife. All women must sign a NDA to be around him. That's true. Okay. But what if, that all the stuff that he's saying to you is not really applicable? You know what I mean? Because
everybody ain't Anton either.
Exactly. Not the big words.
But listen.
Look. Go ahead, Bess.
Look, y'all bring up these different content creators. Y'all bring up different content creator names like we actually care about them. I don't care about Homeboy. I don't hate him. I don't love him. I don't care about him. Period. Like, he means nothing to me. He's meaningless. You know what I mean? I keep telling y'all, I'm not like y'all Manifest guys. Y'all building your own circle. I'm building mine. Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all didn't hear me say that before? Okay? Y'all didn't hear me say that before? I'm different. Y'all one alien, I'm a whole different alien. Let me finish, Queen. I'm not building in the same sandbox y'all building in. I don't play in the same sandbox y'all play in. I got my own. I'm building my own tribe. Me and my team building our own tribe. We don't really care about what him or any other of them dudes doing. O'Shea Duke or whoever, MTR, whoever. No hate to them, dude. But we don't care about what they do. Right? That's one. Two, y'all, you don't live in this man's household, so you don't know how his household operates. You don't live there. You don't know the dynamic of him and his wife. You don't live there 24/7. You don't know how he treats his children. You don't know any of that. You're just assuming, just like you say, we're assuming things. No, you're assuming things because you don't live with that man. So in case you live with that man, then you would know how he lives his life. But since you don't, you're assuming that everything is what it is. You just believe in what he's saying.
But Bess, what if he does live with a phone?
Hey, that's a lot of what ifs.
A lot of what ifs, right? You accuse us of
what
what
was
ifs.
you there? What was you there?
Hold on. You accuse us of what ifs, but you're doing a bunch of what ifs because you don't know what this man really does. You don't know what he does and how he operates. B-Eazy, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
But was you there?
So it says, getting married is not a what if. Y'all sound crazy. Getting married is not a certainty. Otherwise, people wouldn't be complaining about kids out of wedlock, right? Isn't that what a lot of y'all cats do, complaining about? We have the highest out of wedlock birth. But you said getting married is not a what if. Clearly it is. If these people had gotten married, then y'all wouldn't be complaining. But the fact that they haven't gotten married, then here people are complaining about other people not getting married. And if people already have the blueprint and are so satisfied and content with their marriage, why is people going around acting like a victim because someone else didn't get married? That's a little bit weird, but he said, I do not complain. You got me mixed up with those other guys. Well, some of the other guys on your team or in your circle complain a lot. They complain a lot about other people complaining, calling other people victims and saying, don't be a victim. But then you complain and acting like you're a victim from listening to someone purporting themselves to be a victim. Why would you even listen to anything like that? That doesn't even make any sense. And when it comes to the blueprint, you named one person. How many millions of people is it on the planet? But we should take this one guy's advice as the blueprint? That's cool if you took the blueprint and everything that he said was gospel to you. Does that mean it has to be gospel to me? Should I tell my nephew to subscribe to him because he has the blueprint? And we talking about all women must sign an NDA to be around him. Is that what you're doing now too? Are you following his footsteps? Are you?
That sounds kind of corny, bro. Ain't nobody gonna just be running around here talking about, hey, if y'all want to be around me, you gotta sign this NBA, man. I mean, come on, man. Let's be realistic, bro. We gotta be realistic though when we say certain things. I get you trying to prove your point, but we gotta be realistic.
But right? You know, we do have a celebrity, right, that makes dudes sign NDAs like Lori Harvey, though. So what if he got that idea from her?
I don't know, Queen. I don't know.
Why are we talking about someone who's on YouTube boasting about what he got?
Nobody cares about that guy. No, nobody. Queen. Nobody cares about that guy. We moving on. Listen. You know, I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just saying we don't care about him. And okay, he said not getting married, having children creates black bastards. Well, a bastard could be somebody who actually just goes against their parents' rules, right? They go against their parents', you know, upbringing. That's a bastard as well. That's a child that's being unruly as well. So just because somebody getting married and has a kid.
Quick.
Hold on, Queen. Hold on. I'm gonna let you rock once I'm done. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Once that child is born, in order for them not to be a bastard, right? Completely, you know what I mean? It's for them to completely follow their parents' rule, right? So they could be without a parent and not be a bastard. They could be with a parent and be a bastard. So your definition of bastard is completely off. When y'all come up here and y'all try to throw definitions or try to change the narrative or try to say all these little manosphere points, because we know what the hell y'all trying to say. Don't try to change the semantics or the answers. We know what the fuck you saying. Okay, when y'all come up here, right, and y'all try to throw that in the chat, trust me, we gonna smoke the shit out of your points. All right, we are always prepared. The clip is always loaded and we always ready. Just want you to know that.
Mr. Betts.
Hey, but peep this. When people go around, I think people should have the freedom of speech. They should be able to address and call people bastards and stuff. But you go around calling people that. How should people receive that? Should they say, thank you for calling me that? You know, people get smacked in the mouth for less. And look, I'm not advocating violence or anything. But all the people going around, shout out to Notorious Ruth. It's like, bro, are you a bastard child? Do you even have kids? Did you have kids out of wedlock? Because you're throwing around these statements, but bruh, the most of the people that I hear talking about kids out of wedlock, I'll be like, hey, did you marry your baby mama? Nah, and then they start beatboxing, but, and start explaining. Who are you to hold anybody accountable when you didn't even hold your stroke game accountable? Your pullout game is not accountable. Who are you to call somebody a black bastard? And then
the original bastard, Queen?
I'm just saying, let's just say you see a black bastard on the street and you say, what's up, black bastard? And he dog you out and stomp you out. Then what are you going to say? This is the problem with the community. So much black on black violence. Ain't you perpetuating and promoting and promulgating this stuff by using terms like this? Because if you're going around calling people a bastard, I should have checked your background. A lot of cats calling people bastards is actually suckers. A lot of these cats is busters. A lot of these cats is simps. Is that shit how I should address you? And I'm not talking about you specifically, Ruthless. I'm talking about anyone that adopts these talking points. You should be able to say that, but you should be able to deal with the repercussions. Sometimes the repercussions is verbal, sometimes it is physical. So I'm just saying, just keep the same energy.
Nobody been drinking, homie. Nobody been drinking at all. We all sober. We all sober up here. Listen.
It's all good.
I've been drinking pH balanced water.
I got my time.
They've been drinking that Pedialyte.
know what I'm saying? Let me say this. Let me say it. I didn't say bastard. I said black bastard. Okay, so you want to talk about bad about your own people. That's fine. But here's the thing. Y'all always want to talk bad about your own, and always want to say something bad about those kids who are of your community, right? But then you don't want to help those kids officially, right? You don't want to help mentor them and help guide them and put them in the right direction. But you get mad at them when they want to run up on you on the light, or when they want to vandalize your shit. Y'all want to get mad at that, right? Y'all want to get in your feelings. You know what I mean? And listen, look, at the end of the day, either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. You know what I'm saying? If you see that there are kids who don't really have much, or there's kids who are impacting your community in a negative way, why don't you come up with a way to impact them in a way that's positive, right? Instead of calling them bastards, why don't you try to figure out a way? And not only that, here's the thing. A lot of times when people have these terms and rhetorics, you act like in life you've never been through anything. You've never been at the point where you haven't had nothing. You know what I mean? You've never been at the point where you've been under the fire. And most of y'all have. So cut the bullshit. Y'all know that in life you go through ups and downs. So these kids, you know what I mean, who you're calling bastards are kids, and they haven't learned. You know what I mean? Okay, 20 years in the Bronx of Brooklyn. What are you talking about? That's good. So I'm glad you've done that. So if you've done that, then you should know that these kids are not bastards. They're just kids who actually need to be loved and need to be supported. So why would you even call somebody a bastard anyway if you actually have done that?
Yeah, I'm mentoring y'all little bastards.
Let me just say this.
That
don't make no sense.
The kids aren't the problem. It's the bastard parents. That's the problem, because those are the adults making the stupid decisions that have frivolous, casual sex.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all be
and not
shooting around
protect
too much.
themselves. Those are the original bastards, the adults. The kids are born into this. They have no say-so. They didn't choose to be born. So that's the problem. When y'all want to go through the tunnels and not pay the toll and just leave your car there and deposit it and walk away, you create the bastard. So who's the original bastard? You are.
Bastard,
You're
make
the
your parents.
ultimate bastard. You're king bastard. We should make you a shirt. KB.
Hey, don't forget about the queen bastards too.
QB and KB.
Yeah, I want to say something to this. He said some of these kids are the problems. Well, guess what? Some of those kids are a solution. I want to say that some of those kids are a solution. Those kids are a solution.
How dare you?
Yes, some of those kids are the solution.
They're taught.
I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but kids are taught. Kids are never the problem. It's the stupid adults they're around.
And
That's
the
the
system
problem.
as well too, though. But you know,
Kids don't grow up this way. Kids grow up innocent. It's us. We taint them. We tarnish them. We make them molded. We make them criminals. It's us. No kid comes out ready to rob you. It's the adults. So be a better adult.
Hold on.
I want to say the second part. I gotta say the second part.
Wait. Before you say that second part, Stan, this is for them.
One question led to a whole bunch of anger and hostility. Come on, man.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
Go ahead.
No, hold on.
I'm gonna say
I
this.
gotta say this because let me bring this comment up. That word bastard got y'all emotional, and it says if the show fits, and maybe Hooked on Phonics didn't work, but it looks like you're trying to say if the shoe fits. If somebody is responding to a comment, whether it's serious or a troll, that don't mean that they're emotional. Clearly, you're emotional by taking this time to keep leaving all these comments and stuff. You can welcome to come up and have a civil conversation, but somebody responding to somebody giving a contrarian view doesn't mean that they're emotional. So the fact that you throwing that word around is giving all very emotional, slightly feminine vibes, bro.
And also a lack of intelligence. Also lack of intelligence. You see an emotion. Good for you. Can you come up and respond to the whole question? That's what we asked for. Good for you. But here I'm going to say this, right?
No,
those kids that you consider bastards.
Thank you for correcting that.
Those kids you consider bastards, don't be surprised when those kids grow up. They're going to be the father, the mother of your grandchildren. Keep that in mind. So check yourself. Don't wreck yourself. As old dirty bastard said. As old.
We sure know the girls and the boys in the suburbs love the kids in the hood.
Yep, like old dirty bastard said. Like old dirty bastard said to the kids in the suburbs. This is what he always said. Baby, I like it raw. Bruh. Baby, I like it raw. Good luck to your grandkids, baby.
Yo, Stan saying y'all gonna have some like bastard son-in-laws, man, in the future. God damn.
I know, but peep this.
I hate that.
You hear a lot of cats in the winosphere or the conosphere talking about Pookie, Ray, Tyrone, Man, Junebug, and all this stuff. And what did they say? They smashing all these chicks, right? So I'm just saying, like the bastards seem to be winning, bro. Like, and then a lot of these incel dudes be complaining about the bastards. I'm like, bro, you ain't getting no coochie, bro. You just online complaining about, oh, Tyrone hit that and she was for the streets. You mad, bro, because you couldn't penetrate no vagina? Yes, that's what y'all need, bro. And if y'all send me y'all address, I'll send y'all a tiny violin, because that's what most of y'all need when y'all on these panels, bro.
Imagine doing all that self-upkeep and nobody wants you. You, sir, are pathetic.
Wait, hold on, Stan. I got the sounds for that, you know?
You are pathetic.
And
you have failed the community. Pathetic.
Yep. That's what you they failed the community.
Man, yeah. I could really take this to the extreme. But I'm just gonna do the layup right now. I'm not gonna really dunk on y'all niggas' head, man, because I could really do it. You know, especially with the emotional comment, I could really go completely nuts in this shit.
No, don't
please do it. Do it.
No.
I don't know. Hey, get your shades, M3. Get your shades.
No.
I didn't get it fixed yet, Stan. That's
out of respect, I'm not gonna do that, man.
Don't do that.
I ain't gonna do that.
Don't do that.
You know,
you attack kids, it's a wrap. They attack kids. That's not cool.
I know.
Marriage doesn't solve everything.
I know.
Best there, you know what? I just remember, like, we do have a purpose of why we're streaming the show. But, you know, if I had my glasses fixed, though, I would be roasting the shit right now, right? Just for the fun of it, okay? I would not give a fuck right now. But out of respect for Best and respect for the woman who respect Best, you know, we'll keep it lighthearted, though. But, hey, I mean, this is a fun discussion, though. I think what it is, man, y'all not really used to us, like, clapping back in the chat, you know, just to be honest with y'all. You know, we usually kind of like mild manner because we're like, okay, you know, whatever, you know, this is for engagement. But, you know, tonight, man, we on that good time, you know. But don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I know some of you people do get emotional in this YouTube space, though. And a lot of it be you manosphere type of men. You know, I hate to say this. Some of y'all gotta get your vaginas checked, all right? So let's all kumbaya. Just know that we're having fun, all right? And then Eman says, so saying kids are the problem is attacking them.
Yes.
You can't say kids are the problem when it's adults that create the atmosphere.
Oh no, they're entitled to their opinion, but we could also say it's politically incorrect.
No, that's BS.
Like I said, it is politically incorrect. But you know, I'm not here to try to convince nobody about their personal opinions. We just know that there are so-called bastards, that's what you guys say, but there are also bastard creators. Okay, there's a bastard and a bastardette. All right. You know, a famous guy will once say, well, really call it, you know, you guys are some busters, right? You know, y'all be creating some little busters, right? So you gotta blame the parents, man. It's just the bastard parents' fault, right? You know, and it comes in all shades and colors. Y'all keep making these goddamn bastard babies, man, because half of y'all people, right? And I'm not talking about the people in the chat, all right? But a lot of these people, right? These bastard making productions or whatever, right? That's why I call them the bastard production. No, the bastard making productions corporation, whatever. Y'all keep incorporating all these
bastard baby makers is what they call it.
Oh no, he said the bastard. Oh, bastard.
Bastard breeders.
Oh, okay, I like that. bastard breeders. You fucking bastard breeders, man. Y'all keep popping up from babies to babies, from different baby daddies to different mamas or hoes and all that stuff, right? And y'all still got the nerve to complain, you know? And it's no wonder that most of you bastard breeders are on welfare. Got too many goddamn kids, not knowing what the fuck y'all doing. Y'all on that Nick Cannon vibe, but y'all want to blame it on the children, the poor, sweet, innocent children. God damn, you grown ass man, niggas. I tell you. But thank you for the engagement. I appreciate that.
You know, since people make so much money, be like Batman and go and adopt somebody. If you're making that much money, be like goddamn Batman and go adopt. All these people got money and we ain't got no damn Batman. Pathetic.
Hey, I actually got to speak on this real quick. I don't know what was that? It was a recent actress. I think I sent it to Stan. It was a black lady, but a dude married her. She was a single mom. He adopted that kid, and she still divorced him. And I don't think that people could just tell him that marriage is the answer. He tried to make sure, hey, this kid is not being raised as a bastard. He did adopt the kid, and the wife still divorced him. It wasn't even his kid. So it's some dudes that are trying to step up and make sure that these bastard breeders are not destroying the community, and others are just blaming them and saying, look at them over there. It's like, bro, what are you doing about it? You just pointing out, hey, the building is on fire. Are you going to help extinguish it? Are you going to call the fire department? No, I'm going to just look at the building burning and complain about it burning.
Yeah. And look, here's the thing too. I'm so sick of y'all coming in the chats saying, oh, well, I just like Mr. Best, or I just like B-Eazy, or I just like M3. No, nigga. Look, if you don't like the team, you don't like the team. You know what I mean? And if you can't build a team and nobody want to fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? Then it is what it is. Don't get caught up in your feelings. Don't get mad because nobody want to fuck with you and want to build with you. All right? Take that in your tailpipe and smoke it. And I mean everything I said. And if the shoe fits on that one, if the shoe fits on that one, wear that shit, bitch. And that's it.
Oh, whoa. What happened?
No, I'm
he
just
took him out to New York.
I'm tired of the shade, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, these niggas stay doing that shit.
Where Brooklyn at?
Niggas stay doing that, man. They stay doing that.
I like Queen. Who gives a damn? I'm
They
not on
stay doing that, bro. They stay doing that shit.
It's okay. Let them do it.
I'm cool with this person. I don't like this one. Or I like, nah, man, fuck out of here, man. If you don't like one, you don't like none. You know what I'm saying? That's just it, man.
If you didn't say it, it don't apply to you. Simple. Who cares? Don't like Queen. Queen don't give two rats shake of an ass down the street twerking. I do not care.
Niggas know what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Like,
here's the thing. Here's the common truth. You cannot control people.
No.
Your life could be whatever you do, whatever you want. Your children gonna pick whoever they're gonna pick. Exactly. And whoever that grandchild parent is gonna be, that's it. And that's done. Your job is to sit down and take care of your lineage, and that is done. This whole thing, everything got to be perfect, clear, and unless you do arranged marriages and things become very strict, it's highly most likely not going to happen. To have this attitude that people are less than and you're better is pathetic. Get over yourself and sit beside yourself. Because come on, it's not realistic. Because everybody know good girls like bad guys, and good guys like bad girls.
Simple.
Yeah, so it's always been like that.
Yep.
So, hold on, Queen, hold on. And I'm talking about whoever I want to talk about. All right. That's why I'm on the show. I'm talking about whoever I want to talk about. And that's the bottom line. That's it.
See, y'all, man, look, like y'all niggas man already brought the New York out of Mr. Best, man.
Mm-hmm. He bring back New York.
It's just a pussy footing and the shade and the bitch assness, and then they think the shit don't get back to me. Like, everything y'all niggas do get right back to me. Everything you do get right back to me. You can't hide your hands. I see everything that y'all be doing. I get a phone call from literally everybody. You can't hide nothing that you're doing out here on these YouTube streets. I see everything you niggas do. Privately and privately, all the things you do. You get your feelings, you get mad. I see it all. Because guess what? They tell me. So when you do shit, you know what I mean? Don't think I don't know, because I know. I know, homie. I don't say nothing, but I be knowing. And that's it.
That's it. That's all.
I don't recommend marriage for most people. Marriage ain't no joke. And
thank you.
Hold on. What's these emojis that Greer sent? Okay. He sent out the purple goblins. All right.
He said facts.
Goblins. Mm-hmm. And then hold on, I gotta go. What are you talking about? Call Ace.
I ain't gotta call shit.
You
do what you want on your show, do what I want on my show.
If it ain't you, why you worried about it? Mind your business.
Damn, I wish I could make some clips on this right now, man. But
you can.
I gotta wait for YouTube, because YouTube's already thinking that, you know, I'm ripping content from my own content, which I am the content creator himself. So we have a lot of mentally challenged people, Europeans, that's actually working behind the office or whatever. And I think they're from that community.
Stop stealing your stuff. Stop stealing from your stuff.
Man, I'm trying not to steal my shit, but they keep accusing me for stealing my shit. Is it because I'm black? God damn. Punk asses.
You'd have tried that break yourself, huh, brother?
Exactly, though. I'm infiltrating my own facility.
You be in the bathroom, you walk out, and you just break yourself. You know what I'm saying? You rob yourself. You know what I mean? In the hallway.
Give me that money, fool.
Yeah. Honestly, salute to you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Well, look, man.
Ozzy, what up?
Yeah, I want to know. I'm here for the entertainment, right? Well, you guys came to be entertained, though.
Nah,
so
that's not something. That's not something you need to know. I say what I want to say. That's it.
Oh, he said he want to know. Yeah. Look. I always tell men this though, right? Don't worry. Don't know. Actually, bro, let me create that. Platform. Don't worry what the fuck another man is doing. I've always said that. I said that to anybody. Never worry about what a man is thinking about. Never worry about what a man is doing, and never punk or watch another man. But we do gotta wrap it up, because it is 9:38 on my end. And I know it's 12:38 on you guys' end as well, too. Y'all some goddamn night riders, though. So, anyways, salutes to everybody for tuning in to Like Knowledge and Relationships. Make sure y'all get the fucking likes up, share this video, and I hope you guys had a good time.
Thank you for this topic. It's very it's well needed. We need to talk more about it.
Yeah.
Both aspects of it, men and women, because we both go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And we shouldn't be ashamed to call it out and to deal with it. You got to deal with it.
Exactly.
Either, man, you was a chat warrior tonight, man. You didn't even come up. You was talking big, but the words were small, man, because you didn't even come up, bro. So next time you're gonna have to stand on what you were saying, man.
Nah.
There was a lot of ifs. There was a lot of ifs on your part, Eda, man. A lot of ifs on your part, brother.
Hey, people in the chat, type the word if you actually if the man, shout out to If the Man Williams, right?
Yeah.
Salute if.
But look, guys, we gotta go. Shout outs to Notorious Rufus Media. Thank you for tuning in. Honestly, I see, bro. Sorry, you caught us like at the end, but hopefully you got enough, man, to actually you could just check the replay. But salutes to everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys.
Good night.
All right, man.
Good night.
Man.
Yeah, guys in the panel, stick
Salute,
around.
Eda, man.
Yeah.
Everybody stick around. Stick around.
Yeah, stick around. I'm just trying to find the outro though. Yep, got it. All right, everybody. Peace.
knowledge and relationships.